Memento, an object kept as a reminder or souvenir of a person or event. A photograph is the closest thing I have to a time machine. This book serves as a journey through the recent years of my life, with each new page encapsulating a different period of presence. My intent was to create something greater than just pictures on paper, and I have each set of images serve as a memento. Evan Ranft.
Happy 2025, everybody. If you've never been here before, I'm Jeremy, and I'm grateful that you're here. I make random videos here about camera stuff, video stuff, and stuff kind of like today. We're talking about photo books, as you saw in the intro. This photo book in particular is from a photographer that I really like. He's somewhat local to me. He's in Atlanta. I'm not. I'm north of him in Tennessee, but his name is Evan Ranft. And if you don't follow his work, I highly recommend you do that first and foremost. He does a very incredible job of capturing life around his home there in Atlanta and downtown Atlanta and places he likes to hike there in Georgia, a few hours outside. This is his book, Memento. And this is just a book that he created, just really, really, really well done. About places that he's traveled to. This is not just Atlanta. Some of this is in the desert there toward the end. Maybe out west, probably. I don't really know exactly where some of these are, but they all feel so incredible. And I think he does a really good job, this page in particular, of how he laid the book out. Like, I really enjoy the layout and the colors. He just really... It's very evident that time and effort went into making his first book. Lots of different colors here. No black and white in this book that I found, unless I have overlooked it in my 5, 6, 8, 10 times looking through it already. It's just really, really well done. It's very storyteller-ish in the fact that there are scenes where people aren't looking at the camera, and it kind of leads the viewer, us in this case, to kind of imagine what they're thinking or what they're doing. It gives us limitless possibilities of telling this narrative. This is one of my, if not my absolute favorite shot here on the left. The guy out in the snow with his jacket draped in snow and life just happening around him. I really love the tones, but I really like the composition and just something about the texture probably in this one that really, really draws me to it. And then even this next, very, very next page, this was in New York. It's just a lot of red, but he just does a really, really good job of building these pages together and keeping them, consistent and coherent. And there's all kinds of stuff in here that really, just really, really catch your eye and make you want to stop and look at and wonder, like, what's happening in that moment, And I think that's part of why storybooks are such a good thing, or photo books rather. They tell such a deeper story than just Instagram and just scrolling, and this is tangible, and I can hold it and I can put it on the shelf back there with the rest of my books here somewhere. Which is kind of why I want to make this video. Not to talk about this book in particular, but that is the highlight of this video. But I want to talk about the importance of print. And I know that we talk about that a lot as far as like printing for our walls. I mean, I've got photos of my children that I've taken here and here, and more behind the camera there on the walls here in the office. But I think it's also important to create other things for other creatives. And photo books are a really, really good way to be inspired. And honestly, it's one of my favorite ways to get inspiration. And this is kind of new for me. I've done one of these videos talking about a book. I can link to that somewhere here. From the very first photo book I ever purchased. And let me double check my math. Currently, I'm on 4 photo books, 3 local zines out of Knoxville, with my 5th photo book on the way, and that one I'm super, super excited about. I want to talk a lot about it right now because I haven't got to put my hands on it. And honestly, my favorite to date, I haven't even talked about yet. It's still on the shelf back there. But I just want to encourage you in 2025, if you are a creative, to, 1, support other creatives. Buy the things they sell. Help them out. Hopefully, in turn, someone will do the same for you and help you out and help sustain your business and help fund these projects and these ideas that you have, right? But also, do it for yourself. Be selfish to the point where you're buying photo books that inspire you by creatives that you really, really look up to, maybe, because you will only get inspiration every time you flip through these pages. Whether that's this book by Evan Ranft, Memento, whether it is Erwin Olaf's book that I mentioned here on the channel once before, whether it is Way of the Water. That's all I'm saying. That's the one I'm not getting into. Look it up. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. All that to say, I hope personally in 2025 that I can complete a project that I've started. I've never mentioned it, but I'm going to put the name of the project out here right now, hopefully to give it some legs and hopefully to make myself do it. It's a project I've entitled Black Like Obsidian. Obsidian's the rock, obviously. It's a mineral or crystal. I'm not really sure the definition, but my inspiration for that is twofold. One, I absolutely love black and white photography. That's why I have the Leica M10 monochrome. That camera's with me everywhere I go. It's in the bag here, camera right as we speak, where I just came back in from a shoot this morning. And my favorite music artist, Trevor Hall, I'll link him below, has a song entitled Black Like Obsidian. And I just want to kind of tie those two worlds together. I want to bring in the inspiration that I gather from music with also the inspiration that I bring visually. And that sounds weird probably, but it's going to be a 100% black and white project. It is going to be something, I don't know that it'll ever take legs as far as a book, maybe a zine, but it's one of those things like I want to create for myself. And if it turns into something more, fantastic. If not, that's okay too. Just saying, I'm encouraging you. I'm giving you, know that you need it, my permission. I want to kick you in the butt to some degree to get out and make the thing that you want to make. Create a time, maybe once a month, where you set out to do the thing that you want to do. It don't have to be just photography. It could be videography. It could be painting. It could be crocheting. It could be anything, 3D printing, like whatever you are into, music. Just spend time on a project that's just for you. It feels selfish, and that's why I've struggled with this project for so long, because I don't feel like I have the space to give myself away from my family and away from my responsibilities to make things that are important to me. And I'm trying to get better. Hold me accountable. Check back in if you've ever seen this video and let me know in a couple months that, hey, I saw it, we're red on that. Like, I need some accountability because I am the worst to try to keep myself accountable. That's it. That's all I'm saying today. I'm so glad you're here. I just want to get one in the can for 2025, and I want to get one in the can that was not about cameras or gear. I really want to be inspired this year, and I hope that you are as well. And whatever that looks like for you, lean into it, see what happens. Worst case, we fail, but we'll fail together, right? Thanks as always for being here. Buy a photo book this year. Tag me in your favorite below. I want to know which one you're getting. Until then, see ya.